Masters of Habit, Stoic Lessons and Quotes from Marcus Aurelius. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes. The obstacle to our acting, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Everything, a horse, a vine, is created for some duty. For what task, then, were you yourself created? A man's true delight is to do the things he was made for. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you. Things can't shape our decisions by themselves. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Don't be ashamed to need help. Like a soldier storming a wall, you have a mission to accomplish. And if you've been wounded and you need a comrade to pull you up, so what? Your mind will be like its habitual thoughts, for the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Soak it then in such trains of thoughts as, for example, where life is possible at all, a right life is possible. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Live a good life. If there are gods and they are just, then they will not care how devout you have been, but will welcome you based on the virtues you have lived by. If there are gods, but unjust, then you should not want to worship them. If there are no gods, then you will be gone, but will have lived a noble life that will live on in the memories of your loved ones. Masters of Habit is a series of mini-biographies on the rituals, routines, and mindsets of great athletes, artists, and leaders. Understand, however, that every man is worth just so much as the things are worth about which he busies himself. It never ceases to amaze me, we all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. When you face someone's insults, hatred, whatever, look at his soul. Get inside him. Look at what sort of person he is. You'll find you don't need to strain to impress him. You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you. Things can't shape our decisions by themselves. How much time gains he who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself? Ignoring what goes on in other people's souls, no one ever came to grief that way. But if you won't keep track of what your own soul's doing, how can you not be unhappy? If an action or utterance is appropriate, then it's appropriate for you. Don't be put off by other people's comments and criticism. If it's right to say or do it, then it's the right thing for you to do or say. No carelessness in your actions. No confusion in your words. No imprecision in your thoughts. Everything that happens is either endurable or not. If it's endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. If it's unendurable, then stop complaining. Your destruction will mean its end as well. Don't be ashamed to need help. Like a soldier storming a wall, you have a mission to accomplish. And if you've been wounded and you need a comrade to pull you up, so what? A cucumber is bitter. Throw it away. There are briars in the road. Turn aside from them. This is enough. Do not add, and why were such things made in the world? It doesn't matter how good a life you've led. There'll still be people standing around the bed who will welcome the sad event. Stop talking about what the good man is like, and just be one. When Jared, unavoidably, by circumstance revert at once to yourself and don't lose the rhythm more than you can help. You'll have a better grasp of harmony if you keep going back to it. Nothing happens to any man that he is not formed by nature to bear. How to act, never under compulsion, out of selfishness, without forethought, with misgivings. In the same degree in which a man's mind is nearer to freedom from all passion, in the same degree also is it nearer to strength.